Welcome back. Today we are going to discuss an AP chemistry question. The link to this question has been given in the description of the video. All the resource links are included in the video description as well. The question is, a possible mechanism for the overall reaction represented above is the following. Which of the following rate expressions agrees best with this possible mechanism? 5 answer choices are given here. I will suggest you to pause the video and try to figure out the problem by yourself. Hope by now you already have figured this out. Let us just now discuss it together. So let us just understand a little bit what we mean by rate of a chemical reaction, what we mean by a reaction mechanism and overall reaction, etc. Now, rate of a chemical reaction is the rate of change in concentration of reactants or products per unit time. Let us consider a simple hypothetical reaction. A goes to B, where A is getting consumed and B is produced. So, the rate of reaction can be written as negative of delta A by delta T, or it can be written as delta B by delta T. Now, what is this? This is the rate of disappearance of A, because A is consumed or getting disappeared with time. And here B is produced, so we can write the rate also as a rate of appearance of B. Now what is this delta A? This is the change in concentration of A over time. So this is the square bracket denotes the concentration. So it is concentration of A at time T2 minus concentration of A at time T1. Same is for delta B. It is the concentration of B at time T2 minus the concentration of B at time T1. So this delta T, which is the change over time, is nothing but T2 minus T1. Now, the rate of reaction is always positive. Since the A is getting consumed, so with time, what will happen? This delta A or the change in concentration of A will be negative, because at time T2, the concentration of A will be less. So overall, this delta A will be negative. So here it will be negative and negative becomes positive. So the rate of reaction is always positive. Now let us look at the effect of concentration on a chemical reaction. So this is the same reaction. The rate of the reaction can also be expressed in terms of concentration of the reactant. Here the rate is directly proportional or dependent on the concentration of the reactant A. Why? Because for example, if we have a large amount of A to start with, then what will happen? The rate will increase. Now as the A is getting consumed, we have less and less of A, the reaction rate will decrease. So it is directly proportional to the concentration of A. The effect of concentration on a chemical reaction is expressed in rate law, which is expressed as rate equals, because we are going to remove this proportionality sign and want to bring an equal sign. So we'll have to bring a constant here. So rate equals K times the concentration of A, where K is the rate constant. Now if we have a reaction AA goes to BB, where the small a is the coefficient of A and the small b is the coefficient of B. What happens? We can write rate equals K times, that is the rate constant, the concentration of A to the power x. Now this exponent x is usually a small whole number, 0, 1 or 2, and it must be determined from the laboratory experiments and have no relationship to the stoichiometric coefficient small a of the balanced equation. So though we have a stoichiometric coefficient small a here, but when we are writing the rate law, so the rate is always K times A to the power, the concentration of A to the power x. This x is experimentally determined. And the reaction order is determined by this exponent. Whether it's a first order reaction or the second order reaction depends on the value of the x. Now let us now understand what is reaction mechanism. The process by which a reaction occurs is called the reaction mechanism. Most chemical reactions occur in a series of steps called elementary reactions. All the elementary reactions in a mechanism must add up to the overall balanced reaction. What are the features of the elementary reaction? In elementary reaction, either one molecule break apart or only two reactant molecules collide, and the coefficients of the elementary reaction are the exponents used in the rate law. Now, if you have a series of reaction, one of the reaction will be slower than the other, and the slowest step, it determines the overall rate of the reaction. It is called the rate determining step or rate limiting step. So knowing all this will make it easy to answer the question. So this is the overall equation, and these are the elementary steps, and this is the reaction mechanism. And as you can see, one of the step is slow and the other step is fast. Now first let us just check out quickly that whether adding up these elementary reactions gives the overall balanced equation or not. So NO plus NO is N2O2. This is the first reaction. The second reaction is N2O2 plus O2 is 2NO2. Now let us add this up. So we'll add the reactants on the left hand side and the products on the right hand side. So NO plus NO means 2NO. So 2NO plus N2O2 plus O2. All in the left hand side. And what's in the right hand side? We have N2O2 and 2NO2. Now N2O2 appears on both sides of the reaction. So we can just cancel them out. So what is the overall reaction now? 2NO plus O2 goes to 2NO2. Now this N2O2 is called intermediate. This appears in one of the elementary reaction and then consumed in another elementary reaction. It does not appear in the overall reaction. Now we know that the slowest step in the reaction mechanism is the rate determining or rate limiting step. So how we can write the rate law? We can write the rate equals the rate constant times the concentration of the reactant, which is NO. And here we know that we can use this coefficient as the exponent. So this 2 comes here. So this is the best rate expression for this mechanism of reaction. So now let us quickly check this out. So you can see that, let me just choose green here, that answer choice A is exactly what we have found. Rate equals K times NO to the power 2. So we can say that this is the right answer choice. Let me just choose my pen. A is the correct answer choice. Thank you all for watching this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel Circle Research and Education. Here I post videos on test prep math question from PSAT, SAT and ACT math. I post AP chemistry and AP biology question as well as dashboard analysis. See you all in my next video then. Asante. Happy learning.